Hey, I hope your day is going great. Today's video is going to be about season extension and how important it is. We get a lot of people every weekend at our market, asking us if we have greens or if we have lettuce or spinach or anything like that. And it's touch and go every week. We cannot harvest it while it's frozen. But we do have season extension. Right now we're standing in our hoop house. This is vital and crucial throughout the entire year. The only thing that's surviving in here right now, well, we have a little bit of lettuce, as you can see. Some of this lettuce looks, I mean, it's extremely tasty. I don't know how, it's a little bitter, but that's because I'm harvesting, it's later on in the day. However, our spinach over here is doing great. We don't sell the spinach, we don't have enough of it, so we eat it ourselves. Last night we picked about a pound bag and we made it with our dinner. But this video is mainly going to be about season extension and how important it is. We get what is called Agribon. We buy it from Johnny's Seeds. This isn't an ad for them. I'm sure you can get it in other places. But it's just a very thin layer that goes over top, almost like a blanket over your vegetables. And I believe it protects it down into the 20s. Especially when you have a hardy crop like our premium Asian mix that we have. It's a mix of tatsoi, baby bok choy, and a couple different types of mustards. Alright. They are extremely hardy when it comes to cold weather. So, I believe this week we're going to have some Asian green mix for our customers, which we haven't had in almost a month because we've been kind of nervous to harvest it. So today, we're going to harvest it. We're going to talk about it. I've talked about this before. Spinach in the winter is so amazing. Pulls all the sugars out of the soil because the plant thinks it's dying. It's at the end of its life cycle, so it's trying to save its life by pulling all the sugars out of the ground and staying as hardy as it possibly can. Man, that was like eating a piece of candy. I wish that you guys could taste that. Unbelievable. All right, guys, this is the first week in January. We are in Zone 7A, and you're looking at a good premium Asian mix right now. We have, not quite sure the variety, but we have a red mustard. It's pretty cool. Reddish purple on the top, green on the bottom. We have what's called a Mizuna mustard green. The most beautiful tatsoi right here. We have baby bok choy. They can withstand some cold temperatures. Guys, we are in Zone 7A right now, and this is the first week in January, and we're harvesting greens. And I'm not talking about kale or collards. I'm talking about we are harvesting greens that you can easily eat in a salad. You can saute. These greens are primarily kind of spicy, but if you saute them up, the spice will leave. You won't have as much spice. Very minimal damage. Very minimal damage from temperature and from pests. Very minimal damage. I'm really happy right now. We had this Agribon over top. You can see the other beds we've covered with Agribon over there. Very thin layer, like a blanket. It kind of traps the heat. And today's one of those days where it's not sunny out, so there's not much heat happening. But other days when it would be sunny out, a lot of heat gets trapped in there. And it works like a greenhouse. That greenhouse effect we always talk about. All right, I will be back to discuss a little bit more about season extension in a minute, but I got to get to harvesting. All right, we're going to cover this bed back up, see if it grows. This bed's going to be amazing in the spring. Man, nothing quite like a January harvest. You got to check out this crazy tatsoi. This is amazing. When you harvest this in January, you really need to harvest it below the soil line, and then take off any damaged leaves from the bottom. Now, because I did this, I'm gonna have to wash this. I normally wouldn't wash our Asian greens this time of year, but I'm gonna wash this, package it. I'm real happy about all the Asian mix we got harvested. Look at it right here. It's about half of it right now, all that can fit on the table. We got the fan blowing on it right now. Make sure it dries out a little bit. I'm still baffled that it's January, first week of January, and we ended up being able to harvest this much. All right, we just had an awesome 8-pound harvest of our Asian mix. I misspoke. I thought it was going to be 10 pounds when I was harvesting. I got used to when we would harvest over the summer, but here it is, guys. Each bag is a half pound of awesome Asian mix. We have, like I said, baby bok choy, a couple different kinds of mustards. We have tatsoi in there. This mix can be, and I kept a lot of the tatsoi whole as whole plants. So we're gonna have a little bit of surprise for our market goers tomorrow. We haven't had it. We haven't had the Asian mix in a couple months, and I'm gonna throw it out there on social media and do a 2-bag limit. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys. Later. All right, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. This was a little bit about what how we do a season extension. It really wasn't in depth, but it was how we protect our crops and how we can still harvest in January. So please like, subscribe, hit the little bell at the top, comment if you have any suggestions for content, and thank you for watching. See you later.